From early on, people with an inventive flair developed tools to ease the farming burden. Still, even as late as the 19th century, farming and hard labour remained virtually one and the same. And productivity hadn't shifted much across the centuries. At the turn of the 20th century, the introduction of the internal combustion engine set the stage for dramatic changes. Right at the centre of that stage was the tractor. There were some drawbacks, of course. The weight and size of some of these early machines was one. And also, if the implements hit an object and stopped, it could cause the tractor to tip over backwards, often trapping the driver. The solutions eventually came from Harry Ferguson, with his relatively small tractor and 3-point hitch. Ferguson designed a huge number of implements to work with his tractors, and from there, mechanisation of the farm took a huge leap forward. He designed a machine to answer nearly every back-breaking task, and so entered the annals of time with the likes of Daniel Massey, Cyrus McCormick, and Henry Ford. Mechanisation was an extremely positive thing on the farm, but the machines now doing most of the hard labour still needed to be maintained. They certainly wouldn't have functioned for very long without some sort of upkeep. We meet in our first film one of thousands of farmers who farmed the Ferguson Way. These farmers expected top quality products with top quality service, including after-sales service, and that's exactly what they got from Ferguson tractors.
Every Ferguson coming off the production line must undergo most stringent tests and inspections. The hydraulic mechanism is put through its paces, the engine, transmission, brakes, and every part has to reach the same high standard. Not until the tractors have passed all these tests with flying colours are they dispatched to the dealers. The dealer now has his part to play. It is his responsibility to service every tractor before it is delivered to the customer on his farm.
Yes, I can remember when my first Ferguson was delivered. I was pretty pleased.
You certainly were, and I was too. Delivering a new outfit is one of our favourite jobs. A job in which we share the enthusiasm of the farmer. It is a must that every item in the instruction book is thoroughly understood by the operator. The working of every part is carefully explained, as well as all the items of maintenance which must be carried out at the specified times.
Hen's teeth are more common than film of our next tractor, so we're very excited to feature footage of the Ferguson Model A tractor, better known as the Ferguson-Brown. We can find no information about this film, who the operator was or where the farm was located. It seems the farmer was a keen cine photographer, and amongst his home movies was this wonderful footage of the Ferguson-Brown at work. British farming, at the time of our next film, was the most highly mechanised in the world, at least for crop farming. With livestock farming, it was a different matter. These farmers had been slow to move with the times. Our final film looks at new and efficient ways of dealing with the day-to-day labour-intensive problems of keeping livestock by making use of existing equipment, which usually included the TE20. Here in the film, the mechanisation of livestock farming.
British farming is the most highly mechanised in the world. That is the bold claim we make. Is it justified? In crop farming, yes. We use every machine that ingenuity can devise for cultivating our fields throughout the season. Immense capital is invested, and at agricultural shows up and down the country, you will see crop farmers interested in buying still more. And they are interested because they know that machines increase production, cut the costs, and take the backache out of farming. They save time and manpower. In fact, they pay off. But it's a different story with livestock farming. But the fact remains that a great deal more can be done by making fuller use of existing equipment. Here's a simple example of what we mean. This general worker is employed on an average mixed farm with a flock of 100 sheep. And this is how he used to trudge on foot to the distant fold. The wasted time was costing the farmer a large part of the man's wages. There were other jobs he could have been doing, and the farmer was beginning to wonder whether his sheep were worth their keep. Until he thought of the tractor. The double journey was done 3 times as quickly, and saving on wages more than made up for petrol used.
Simple mechanisation and planning was the answer to the problem of the growing labour shortage and rising costs in livestock farming. Harry Ferguson, working on his father's farm all those years ago in Ireland, realised this, and so set about inventing a tractor together with a complete set of implements to make the farm worker's lot an easier one. So, with the considerable help of the TE20, farming became much more efficient and rewarding. That famous 3-point hitch and hydraulic system is still fitted to most tractors today. What an incredible legacy!